Hi there, Scorpio. Welcome back. Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Scorpio. Let's see what comes out for you, Scorpio. Hope y'all are enjoying your day. All right. First card out we have is the Nine of Blades in reverse, the Eight of Coins, and the Queen of Coins. We also have the King of Coins is coming out, the Page of Coins, and the Devil. And then this came out by itself. Scorpio, it does look like you're learning to cope with something that was giving you anxiety, something that was causing you a lot of stress. I'm hearing that this is like the beginning of your healing process. You're letting go of despair and all that negative energy that you've been carrying around with you. It does look like you're coming into this reading as the Queen of Coins. So you are a very stable person. So for something to really shake you up, it had to be really bad. You know what I mean? Because of the Queen of Coins energy, that's somebody who's really stable. Um, that is somebody who's not easily, shaken. So whatever this was something that was really hard on you. Um, and if that's not the case for you, then well, then it looks like you're building your skills up. Okay. Um, like there's a period here where you're going to be working really hard, studying something really hard, staying really focused on something. I'm hearing developing your skills. So if you are not going through that period where you're coming out of anxiety and those kinds of things, then this is your situation. Or it could be both. Okay. It really can. It could be both. It looks like you're putting in a lot of effort here to achieve something. You're very goal oriented. I'm hearing you're very ambitious. With the Queen of Coins coming out, that's you being very practical. So I don't see you exactly having wild expectations or anything. So what it is that you're working for, it's like you're going to earn every little bit of it, like every little penny. You know what I'm saying? Like you are going to earn every little penny of it. You know exactly what it is you're going into here. Now, if you've been dealing with somebody who has really been terrible to you, I am seeing here it could be this King of Wands over here. I mean, the King of Coins over here. Huh. Or it could be the Capricorn. Okay. Well, I'm hearing that you are leveling up, okay? You're going to be going from the Queen of Coins into the King of Coins energy. You are getting a promotion. Let's just say it that way, Scorpio. You are getting a promotion here. There is a new beginning here, maybe even an offer here, but with the Devil card coming out right next to it, if this is an offer, be careful because there is, some kind of expectations that are coming in with that offer, and they might be expectations that you're not comfortable with, okay? I am seeing the Four of Cups coming out in reverse. Let's find out more. Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Scorpio. What is going on in Scorpio's energy, please and thank you. For another one of you, I am hearing that you are dealing with somebody who is toxic. Okay. This is somebody who wants to seduce you, possibly trap you in. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, but it could be that this person is playing dirty to get what they want. You know what I'm saying? And they want you, Scorpio. That's the thing. They want you. Ah, look at that. Yeah, I think that's what we got. We have a situation where somebody is playing dirty because they want you. Oh my goodness. Look at that. So this person wants you, and you might have been like I'm getting this energy of brushing this person off, like, oh, okay, and not really taking this person really seriously. It's like you're really focused in your own little world and what you have going on, that you're not really realizing, um, like what your present. How do I say this? Like you're not realizing how your presence makes other people feel. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not noticing people checking you out. You're not noticing people, looking at you up and down and possibly even lusting after you. You're not even noticing these things, I'm hearing. You're not paying attention. You are literally in your own little world, focused on what you want, focused on, your goals here. And I'm seeing here like you've had people, and I feel like this has happened before. I feel like this is not the first time that you've had people around you who were attracted to you, and it just like woo, just went woo right over your head, and you're like, what's wrong with these people? And you're just carry on with your life, right? Not realizing that you have people who are attracted to you, and they want to know what you got going on. There is an air about you that gives this air that you have important things to do. It's kind of like when you see a doctor going walking down the hallway. You just know, you can feel it. They have an important place to be. They got things to do. And Scorpio, I am hearing that you have this same kind of air. Like you have things to do, people to see, and you just carry that same kind of air. And because you have that air about you, it's attracting people to you because people are attracted to success. I mean, let's just be real. People are attracted to success. And the way that you carry yourself, I'm hearing you carry yourself as somebody who's very successful because you are. But not just that, but somebody who's going to become more successful. You understand? Like you have more to do or more purpose in this world, right? That kind of thing. So let's go ahead and verify real quickly. Tell me more about the 4 of 6. It does look like somebody wants to celebrate with you here. Okay. Tell me more. Why is the 5 of Swords coming out? The Fool energy. Ah. Okay, yeah. Somebody wants to celebrate with you, but this is somebody. Okay, so you do have somebody. You have somebody. Okay, so yes, this is definitely for you who is, overcoming anxiety, despair, those negative feelings, like you're coming out of that energy. This is definitely for you because you have somebody around you. Could be a family member, could be somebody you used to live with, roommate with, um, maybe even somebody you were connected to romantically. But this person is still around your energy, okay? They still want to be around your energy. Again, I feel like this is one of the people that you are like brushing off, like you don't want nothing to do with them. This is definitely one of the people that you're not giving them any of your time. You know what I mean? So I am seeing some kind of conflict, and I am seeing this person coming towards you with some very shady intentions, okay? Very shady intentions. And I do feel like the devil card coming out here is part of this person's energy as well because of the manipulation and stuff. But I'm also hearing, Scorpio, that this person is praying that you will like accept them back. The reason why is because this person is going towards something that they feel is more mentally stable for them. And Scorpio, I'm hearing that it's you. You're the person who's mentally stable for them. So this person wants to be in a stable environment. And what it looks like is that you are the person that can provide them that stable environment. So this is why this person's coming back. But I am seeing here that y'all have had some big fallouts, definitely some really big fallouts, especially with these cards coming out. This is somebody playing really dirty, and then you're standing there thinking, hey, what just happened here? How did this even begin? How did we even start arguing? I'm seeing this as being like a standoff. For one of you, this is like a standoff between you and this person because it's like y'all can't argue anymore. Y'all have said everything that needed to be said, or at least you have, right? Like you've already said what you've had to say. And I'm hearing that this person was, just letting their mouth run off, just letting their mouth, boop, boop, saying crazy things to get, I want to say, like a reaction out of you. And, well, they got what they wanted. They got the reaction they wanted, but they wanted the reaction, but they just didn't want this kind of reaction. That's what I'm hearing. So, your reaction is you just ignoring them, you know? That kind of energy. You're just like, okay, I'm done with this. I got other things to do. You know, that's your energy. And that's not the reaction that they were hoping for. They wanted you to do something else, something different, or they wanted you to keep the drama going, That's the energy I'm getting. Um there's some people that have it in their head, and I don't know why. It's very toxic. But there are people in the world who believe that if you fight with your partner, or if you fight and argue with somebody, it's because you love them or you care for them. And that's why. So, in their mind, fighting and arguing and all this drama equals love. Yeah. Like they cannot understand that, and I feel like this person is one of them. They just cannot understand that you can have a loving, caring relationship without screaming at each other, without arguing, without bickering, or quote, letting it all out, that kind of thing. um and I think, personally, my opinion, and, well, I've heard the professionals say it, that usually it's because of the way that they were raised. So if they're raised in a very chaotic home, it feels normal to them, or it feels, yeah, I guess normal would be the right word. It feels normal to them. Like, that's how people express their love, and that's how people communicate. I feel like that's what this person was doing. They were like pushing you, and it's kind of like they were testing you to see if you would fight for them. Will you come in and fight for them? That's the energy I'm getting here. Like, would you be determined to fight for them? And yes, um, Scorpio, it does look like you're completing a cycle here. You're way too mature to be dealing with this kind of stuff. You're too mature to be arguing and going through all this nonsense with this person. This person will need to raise their vibration if they want to be in your life. And that's the truth. Because you're going up. For you, what I'm hearing is that there's only one way to go, and that's up. Okay? This person could go zigzag, they could go left, they could go right. They really don't have a direction. So, whoever this person is for you, I think this person has really shaken up your world. I'm hearing like they did something that was really hard for you to overcome. It really, I'm hearing it really dragged you down pretty badly, to the point where it's taken a lot of work for you to bounce back, I want to say. Bounce back to being your old self again, you know. So this person is watching you, just so you're aware. This person is definitely watching you, and they're definitely praying and hoping that you will accept them back. But see, this is the thing about this person, is that they're still coming back with this very immature energy, this energy of they're still playing games. Okay, if this is a romantic partner, this is a romantic partner who's still playing games, and they're not gonna exactly tell you how they feel. Okay, they're not gonna tell you how they feel, because to them it's all about, yeah, it's all about the games and the drama. I this could be somebody who watches a lot of soap operas. People who watch a lot of soap operas, they tend to think that that's the way life is supposed to be, or maybe they grew up with all this soap opera stuff, and So they feel like, they shouldn't tell you how they feel about you, or they shouldn't be vulnerable, or they shouldn't, just it's a very unusual way of thinking about things. So they feel that they shouldn't be vulnerable, they shouldn't be open, they shouldn't be honest, they shouldn't communicate. And I feel like this person is literally a product of their environment. There's no way that you're going to be able to change this person. There's a reason they say you could take the girl out of the farm, but you can't take the farm out of the girl. Something like that, right? That's why. Because how this person was raised is how they're going to be. This person thinks that they're going to come back and they're going to apologize, just so you know. And y'all are going to have this new beginning. This is what I'm seeing here. They think that y'all are going to have this new beginning, and y'all are going to, come back together, and everything's going to be all hunky dory. And y'all are going to be like, fighting for each other or something like that. Of course, you use your own discernment, okay? Because this person is coming back. But this is why I think Spirit wants you to understand why this person um is not like putting in a lot of effort into things like the way that you would expect them to. Especially if this is a partner of yours, romantic partner. You would expect them to match your energy. And I'm being guided to remind you of this, that if somebody's not matching your energy, then that's a really big red flag. Okay? Spirit is wanting me to tell you, if somebody, just to remind you, because I think this person's going to come back and they're going to make themselves appear, I want to say hopeful or innocent, or of course overly emotional, but more of something that in such a way that would make you feel sympathy toward them in such a way, right? Like they would come to you in such a way that you would feel like, oh, they're going through this or they're going through that, or in such a way to encourage you to make excuses for them. And you know what? I'm going to tell you, toxic people will do that. They will encourage you to make excuses for them. Why? So they don't have to like correct their behavior. I don't understand why adults have such a hard time correcting their own behavior. I mean, and that's another point I'm trying to make here, Scorpio. And another thing that Spirit wants me to tell you is that if an adult can't control their own behavior, that's a red flag too, right there. If they can't control themselves, then that's a dangerous person. I mean, they're letting you know that they're a dangerous person. I mean, I'm not saying that this person's coming towards you to be dangerous, no, but somebody who can't control themselves and they're just acting out, for whatever reason, even though you've told this person over and over again, you don't like this kind of behavior. It serves no purpose, right? I feel like you've told this person several times that, yelling, screaming, throwing things is doesn't really serve any purpose. It doesn't do anything, And I think you've told this person that, but again, this person cannot correct their own behavior, and that's the problem. That's where you hear people who go too far, right? People who go too far, and then you find out that they have a history of never being able to control their tongue. Okay, so it could be their tongue too. So this person can't even control their tongue. They can't control themselves. They can't motivate themselves. They can't get themselves up. This is a very lazy person, by the way. So if they just can't do anything, then just a reminder, those are red flags. What good is this person? If this person is a father figure, I'm so sorry that your father is in this energy of a karmic. But I have heard of situations like this, okay? This could be anybody in your family, guys. It does not have to be a romantic partner, okay? This could be anybody that's close to you, okay? Spirit wants you to remember these things, because I'm hearing this person's coming back and they're going to be there with the violins, ooh, giving you this really sad story or whatever it is, right? So do be ready for that. Anyways, Scorpio, thank you for being here. I'm going to leave this alone, but right now, don't be surprised. Actually, with the my readings I've been doing, I'm noticing that a lot of people, you're not the only one, but a lot of people who have had, disputes, conflict with other people. I mean, all kinds of stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, the person wants to come back out of the blue. You know what I mean? Just out of the blue. They just want to pop up out of the blue and correct something and fix it, and or they say they do, right? Just out of the blue. I just think that it's a sign of the times. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's a sign of the times. For whatever reason, this person's not going to tell you um, their full reasons of why they want to come back. But I assure you, it has a lot to do with, things that are going on in our economy. I'm not going to dig into it, but I'll let this person show you because I don't think this person is going to tell you, but they will definitely show you what's going on. So just listen to what this person does, watch them. Actions speak louder than words, okay? The reason why I'm telling you this is because I can see this person being a good talker. Like they could sell ice to an Eskimo. Let's just put it that way, okay? So I could see this person being very, in that devil energy where they can just talk the pants off of anybody. Anyways, guys, catch me in the next one. Scorpio, this is what came out for you. Congratulations. Okay. You have put in a lot of effort, a lot of work into something. And that's another thing. I don't know if I said it, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to repeat myself, I guess. Spirit is saying to keep going in the direction that you're going in because you are going to be moving from the Queen of Coins to the King of Coins. So there is definitely something there that with the Eight of Coins energy that I saw on the table before I cleared it. That with that energy coming out, in other words, it's going to be worth it. Whatever this is that you are doing to build something up for yourself, working on things for yourself, not just in your personal life, but I saw it as in your career or in your finances. You're going to be successful. You also had the world card that was right here. I don't know if you remember it, but you did have the world card here. I'm hearing like even this with this person that's coming toward you, they don't realize it, but you're protected, okay? And that's what I'm hearing with the cards that I saw here with the world card. Um, I'm getting like you're protected, definitely. Not just protected, but the universe is here to help guide you through to assure that you're going to have the success. Does that mean it's going to be an easy road and it's going to be all paved out for you? No. But it does mean that the universe is going to be here to help you get through any obstacles, and this person is going to be one of them. Okay? I just wanted to say that. Anyway, Scorpio, thank you for joining me here today. Catch me in the next one. This is what came out for you. Congratulations. You're on the right track. Keep going. Okay? Y'all take care, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave an emoji or a comment. It helps the channel grow. Y'all take care, guys. Bye bye.